Oh hey, you caught me doing some gardening. Well, as long as you're here, I guess we'll do an episode if you insist. So last time I kind of forgot to read the item description of the choir bell, which I picked up a while ago in the Nightmare of Mensis. So here it is. It's a special hunter tool of the choir. Relevant. Fashioned after a bell that projects an arcane sound across planes of existence. The sound of this smaller silver version of the bell does not cross planes, but grants vigor and healing to all cooperators. Interesting that the smaller bells tend to have more benevolent functions. Because you got this one, which ostensibly is like an area of effect healing ability, which I'll show off in a second. And then there's also, let's see here, the small resonant bell, which is used for helping someone. Like if you want to be summoned by someone, you use this and you help them out. So maybe bigger bells equals more batter? Who's to say? But let's go ahead and use this. There you go. I think I'm at full health, so it didn't really do much, but, you know. Obviously that heals you and whoever is standing nearby, so if you want to be real helpful, you can use both small bells. But enough about that. We've got a few more item descriptions to read from the bath. I'm low on echoes right now. Let's see. So the badge that we got last time was the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge. And I gotta be honest, I'm not exactly 100% on what that gives you. I don't quite remember. Probably like poison knives. I know that's something that you get, which we've seen these before, but now they're in the shop. Just gonna do some research, make sure I'm being thorough. Okay, so Rosmarinus is another thing that we unlock, which is you might say pretty similar to the flame sprayer, except this sprays sort of an arcane mist, doing arcane damage, that is. Well, let's check out the description here. Sprays a cloud of sacred mist created by using blood-imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Arias are heard wherever sacred mist is seen, proving that the mist is a heavenly blessing. O fair maiden, why is it that you weep? I think I pointed this out before when we were fighting Edward, or Edgar, I can't remember his name, the NPC in the Nightmare of Mensis. You can actually hear that aria whenever the mist is being sprayed. So that's pretty cool. We also get blue elixir, figured. Sedatives are also something we can buy now. There you go. Twin bloodstone shards, very exciting, and beast blood pellets. So no weapons or clothing items, not the most exciting stuff. But hey, I guess we did get one weapon, sidearm. Whatever, details. Okay, what else are we doing? Well, we're gonna take on our first DLC boss, which should be very interesting. I'm sure I'll do great.
Please help us. Alongside this, the great terror looms. Weakness is coming.
Alright, so obviously this thing is just an awful monstrosity. I do want to point out that for some reason I got some kind of glitch. Oops. Okay, great start. At least I didn't die. Oh, God. Maybe I will point it out. In the opening cutscene, only about a third of the dialogue actually played. The rest of it just didn't. But hopefully I went ahead and just grabbed the audio from somewhere else so that it seemed totally fine to you. And if I didn't, well, you can yell at me about it. So this is Ludwig the Accursed, for whom the Ludwig's Holy Blade is named, obviously. Two, three, and I mistimed it. There's three drops of blood, and then you can dodge. I know I didn't have very many echoes, but I don't know, it's just a habit. I like to pick them up. And it often gets me into trouble. Okay, there, I got him. For God's sake. I really like the L2 combo on this weapon, but unfortunately, it takes so much stamina to actually get through it. Like, I've got 2 runes on to increase my stamina, but whoop. But even so, it barely does it. Good lord, I'm really blowing it right now. I also haven't upgraded my stamina at all, but really, for the most part, you don't have to. I am absolutely blowing through blood vials. Oh! Woof! Hit. Oh god. I have to say the music for this fight is outstanding. Really puts you in the mood. There's a weird effect on that scream there right before he does the charge attack. Oh no. So that guy who talks in the introductory cutscene is actually like a living NPC, and he can live or die through this boss battle, just depending on whether you can keep Ludwig away from him. And he's dead now. I don't know if it just happened, but he's definitely dead.
You were at my side all along. My true mentor, my guiding moonlight.
Okay, so that cutscene had no dialogue at all. This is really weird. But this is Ludwig the Holy Blade, I think, is the name of him in the second phase. This part in particular I found incredibly difficult when I first fought him. But I've learned his patterns at this point, so it's not as bad. Oh, didn't get far enough away. Don't know if that required 2 blood vials, but better safe than sorry, huh? Up. Oh, I'm out of blood vials. Pro tip, there's a few back there. Oops. Ooh, that was close. That was also close. I'm on my last leg. Now I'm on my last leg. Well, that was really fucking fast. Oh, holy balls. That was close. Jesus. I really was blowing through blood vials. Amateur hour. Well, as you can see, somehow his head wound up over here, and we can't actually talk to him, but I don't know if I want to. I'm just gonna leave him come back. Here's that guy from the cutscene. Very much dead. And you can actually talk to him, quote unquote, if he survives, but as far as I remember, it's just noises. He doesn't say anything of substance. Okay, turns out I gotta do things a little differently. So we're gonna put on some church attire and speak to Ludwig.
Tell me, good hunter of the church, have you seen the light? Are my church hunters the honorable Spartans? I hoped they would be.
Okay, so that dialogue glitch is persisting. That's fun. Let's see. I want to make sure I take the right course of action here. Just consulting my memory. I want to tell him no.
Oh my! Just as I feared. Then a beast-possessed degenerate was I, as my detractors made eminently clear. Does the nightmare never end?
Well, he seems pretty upset, I think. Oh, hey. The voice is turned down. Well, that's weird. There was still a couple of voice lines that came through. That's really strange. Well, in any case, I'll have less editing to do now, so that's good. Now we'll even come back. Hey, there's our boy Simon. He has driven an arrow right into his frickin' eyeball. Nasty. What's your deal, man?
Oh, he's well and truly gone now. A tragic figure. But he will shame himself no longer. He died with his ideals untarnished. He was a true hero, and earned that much at least. Here, this is Ludwig's guiding light, the blinding thread that led and misled, that consummate hero, a poor brute.
Holy Moonlight Sword, Batman. We got it. This is the famed Moonlight Sword that appears in pretty much every FromSoft game, from Kingsfield up to Dark Souls 3. It was not in Sekiro. They really wanted Sekiro to be its own thing. Anyway, we got it. This is the best version of it, for my money. I think I'm in the majority there. I think most people think this is the best version. But anyway, it is an arcane sword discovered long ago by Ludwig. When blue moonlight dances around the sword and it channels the abyssal cosmos, its great blade will hurl a shadowy light wave. Shadowy light wave. The Holy Moonlight Sword is synonymous with Ludwig, the Holy Blade, but few have ever set eyes on the great blade, and whatever guidance it has to offer, it seems to be of a very private, elusive sort. So we will definitely be using that later, probably a while later. Need to unequip these, because they're of no use to me right now. But what else you gotta say, Simon? Actually, I guess that's a bit of a spoiler that his name is Simon. But whatever, his name is Simon, alright?
Do you know why the hunters are drawn to this nightmare? Because it sprouted from their very misdeeds.
Oh, shit.
Things that some would rather keep secret. A pitiful tale of petty arrogance, really. High time someone exposed the whole charade.
And I would guess that someone is you.
Now, go on ahead. You seek nightmares and the secrets within, do you not?
I feel like it's been a while since we've actually talked to an NPC.
Now.
We'll be seeing more of Simon in the coming episodes. Actually, I guess we'll see him pretty shortly.
Shrouded by night, but with steady stride. Colored by blood, but always clear of mind. Proud under the church. Beasts are a curse, and curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church.
Somebody in here is straight losing it. Well, we can't focus on that for too long. So we got company. Yeah. Okay. He's gonna just be repeating that for pretty much ever. And we'll come back to him at a later date. Because that door is locked up. Huh. Whew. This can be a tricky encounter, having two of them paired up, but if you know what you're doing, like me, it's no problem. A lot of these doors here are locked up. This is clearly a prison of some kind. Got this little passageway down here. See a guy ringing a bell. Can't hear it though.
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd. Do you hear the toll of the bell?
Well, I gotta be honest. I think you know. I hear nothing.
Very well. The beast you seek will not be found here. Go back to your hut, and if you have the chance, put this night behind you. Places better left untouched, secrets better left alone. Your thoughts brazenly roam. Bear in mind, some places are better left untouched. Only fools do brazenly rogue.
Well, you can eat a bag of dicks because I gotta see everything. Anyway, his door is also locked. We gotta get some keys, dude. Nothing in here. I think pretty much all the doors that are closed are locked. In here, there's actually an item. Fist of Gracia. It's actually a left-handed weapon. It does the punchies. A chunk of iron fitted with finger holes. The hulking hunter woman Simple Gracia, ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with this hunk of iron, which incidentally caused heavy stagger. Gracia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers, her unrelenting pummeling appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. So, presumably, this is Gracia. She's got a hunter's cap, and she is big as heck, and she had the weapon, so 3 pretty big hits, I would say. I don't think she is further referenced outside of that weapon, but does she need to be? You know, I think enough said, really. So if we listen closely here, we can hear a chant or a prayer that is, I believe, identical to the one that Amelia gives. Is that right, Amelia? Yeah, the vicar that turns into a dog deer demon beast just before nightfall. Unfortunately, she's not friendly. She will attack us as soon as she's aware of our presence, and she has a friend. This fight can be pretty damn tricky as well, but I'll do my best. And unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to just kite one of them. I think pretty much once one is aware of your presence, then the other is automatically aware as well. You just step into my range of attack. Thanks. So, the one saying the prayer has... Oh, she has a pretty sick, nasty ranged attack, which is kind of what makes this difficult. I guess maybe it would be... Woof. Maybe it would be smarter to fight the one in white first. But I never claimed to be smart. There's also some rats back there, so you want to be careful not to hop too far back, or you can take care of them first. Also, I'm just now noticing this statue up here. Pretty strong light source on the face. Don't think it's really coming from anywhere in particular. Stop praying! She really likes to use that that fucking soul arrow. Too bad she's dead. And all we got from her were some dang silver bullets. Okay. So they're taken care of. I guess we can go back here. I think there's an item or two to collect. Ah! There we go. And we got a chunk. It's always good. Got quite a few at this point. And by that I mean I have 3. I did have quite a few, but I already put them into the next weapon, I think. I put them into something. But So obviously this is a different level of reality than the dream that we normally occupy, like in the base game. And so some people have theorized that the person praying is actually Amelia, maybe when she's younger, maybe just sort of like a parallel universe kind of situation. Some people refute that. I don't know where I really sit in that argument. But I don't know, I'm just going to move on. We'll take the lift up. Just going to intuitively take this pendant with an eyeball in it and just shove it into this corpse's skull. Seems like a thing to do. Okay, another lamp, great. Common tactic in Souls games. Oftentimes, elevators will have two platforms. So there's actually a lower platform on this one, which we don't want to miss. Oh, right. Inspect surgery altar. Lawrence's skull. Oh, what? Though I forget if I've mentioned this, but there was a large skull on the altar of the Grand Cathedral, which was already confirmed by, I think by Miyazaki, to be Lawrence's skull. But here we are picking up Lawrence's skull, and it looks like a regular ass skull. And as I just mentioned, we're on a separate plane of reality, sort of. So, you know, it's not unheard of, not unimaginable for there to be two versions of Lawrence's skull. So anyway, Skull of Lawrence, first vicar of the Healing Church. In reality, he became the first cleric beast, and his human skull only exists within the nightmare. The skull is a symbol of Lawrence's past and what he failed to protect. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he found it, it could never restore his memories. Can I stand on this to... No. Okay. Just gotta pull the lever. Write it down. Because there is yet another goodie to be got. Not the goodest of goodies, but, you know, good enough. Church cannon. So this is it's similar to the cannon, except it has an arc to it, is the main difference. There's also slightly different requirements, I think. Yeah, it has a little bit lower strength requirements, and it actually has a blood tinge requirement, unlike the regular cannon. Okay. That was weird. Let's see. An oversized weapon used by the Healing Church. A type of cannon that fires with a curved trajectory and creates an explosion upon impact. Originally designed for use by brawny men with deteriorated brains, not just for any ordinary hunter. But the men lacked the wits to effectively operate firearms, and the weapon was quietly ushered into permanent storage. I don't think we'll be utilizing any cannons in this playthrough. Not something I was ever particularly into. Also, I was expecting Simon to show up again, but actually, I think I have to achieve something first. Got some insight, discovered a new area. This is the research hall. Some items down there. We'll come back for those. We got plenty of exploring to do in this and the next episode. So these would be the patients of the research hall. Their heads are terribly bloated, as you can see. Whoa, 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 hey, easy there. All right. Whoa. That was an amazing miss on my part. Not to brag. Okay. There's about 1 billion directions you could go in this place. I don't even remember all of them exactly, to be frank. Where does this go? Gotta watch out for these pressure plates. Get some admin's knowledge. Because they'll do this. And it's no bueno. Almost fell for that one right there. Bye-bye.
Lady Maria, save me, please. I don't hear anything. Oh, save me, please.
Lady Maria. Now, who the flip is that? Honestly, I'd be surprised if you didn't know. But we'll find out soon enough. Don't you worry. Probably. Well, I'll just leave you with some mystery on that one. Got some more wheelchair boys here. Just get rid of them. No, thank you. Couldn't quite tell what he said there. Something about running red, I think. Beast blood pellets, cool. Secrets down here. Oh, we got some fast boys. Whoa! Oh, lost him for a sec. Jesus. Oy vey. Oh, here we go. Decorative old hunter stuff. Here we go. Old hunter garb decorated with brass trinkets. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beast blood. On a night of the hunt, it's no wonder that people would resort to superstition. Fair enough. And then we have the pants. Oh, wrong button. There we go. At the time, some hunters believed it was a... Well, I guess that's it. I suppose interesting to note, there's the aforementioned metal is only really on the right leg with that brace. And I believe Gehrman is missing his right leg. I think. Pretty sure. But, yeah, there's some connection there. Oops. I've alerted him. Ugh. That transform attack takes a long time. Whoa! Boy, he jumps far. This weapon has really good rally potential. Rally, again, being the ability to regain health by attacking. This nets you a lot of HP that way.
Blip, blop, blip, blop. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Blip, blop.
Heavy emphasis on water in this this particular area. Let's see. This doesn't go anywhere right now. Things will change around here. Don't you worry about it. For now, we're gonna meet up with a new NPC. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this place is pretty fucked. Now, normally, you can't operate a lever for an elevator until you've already used it, but it's just one of them cases where you can. So there's our new friend. Let me just open up this door real quick. Shortcut.
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else.
Yeah. Name's Peter.
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid.
I'll keep an eye out.
Please, could I need
Brain fluid. Yep. Well, if we see any brain fluid, we can come back and give that to her, I guess. Okay, don't want to spend too long in this pool because it is poisonous.
Has someone, anyone, seen my eyes? I'm afraid I've dropped them in a puddle. Everything's pale now. Has someone,
First time I heard this voice, I noticed that it's very similar to Eileen's voice, and I wondered if there was some kind of connection, but at this point I don't think so. I think it's just, they just sound similar. Well, boys and girls, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. Let's pop back into the dream here. We've defeated our first DLC boss. Just barely. I should have checked to see how low my health got there. It was probably pretty damn low. I took quite a few hits. But I did it, and no one can tell me otherwise. Now we're in the research hall. There's a lot of stuff to explore in there. A lot of items to get. A lot of things to see. So that's what we'll be doing in the next episode. Largely. That's gonna take up a lot of the next episode, I'd say. I'm gonna do Adeline. Adeline actually has a quest involving that brain fluid she was asking about. So we'll be going through that. And we'll be fighting the boss of the area, I think. Not to go into too much detail about the next episode. Show don't tell, as they say. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, sorry about that. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Anyway, now's probably a good time to end it, so I'm going to do that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, or evening, or whatever it may be. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take it easy.
Blop, blop. Splish, splash, splish, splash.